Dumuzid's Dream, an English translation from Sumerian. His heart was filled with tears. The shepherd's heart was filled with tears. Dumuzid's heart was filled with tears. Dumuzid stumbled across the steppe weeping. "O steppe, set up a wail for me. O crabs in the river, mourn for me. O frogs in the river, call for me. O my mother, Sirtor, weep for me. If she does not find the 5 breads, if she does not find the 10 breads, if she does not know the day I am dead, you, O steppe, tell her, tell my mother, on the steppe my mother will shed tears for me. On the steppe my little sister will mourn for me." He lay down to rest. The shepherd lay down to rest. Dumuzid lay down to rest. As he lay among the buds and rushes, he dreamed a dream. He awoke from his dream. He trembled from his vision. He rubbed his eyes terrified. Dumuzid called out, bring her, bring my sister, bring my Inanna, my little sister, my tablet-knowing scribe, my singer who sings and knows many songs, my sister who knows the meaning of words, my wise woman who knows the meaning of dreams. I must speak to her. I must tell her my dream." Dumuzid spoke to Inanna, saying, "A dream! My sister, listen to my dream. Rushes rise all about me. Rushes grow thick about me. A single growing reed trembles for me. From a double growing reed, first one, then the other is removed. In a wood grove, the terror of tall trees rises about me. Water is poured out over my holy hearth. The bottom of my churn drops away. My drinking cup falls from its peg. My shepherd's crook has disappeared. An eagle seizes a lamb from the sheepfold. A falcon catches a sparrow on the reed fence. My sister, your goats drag their lapis beards in the dust. Your sheep scratch the earth with bent feet. The churn lies silent, no milk is poured. The cup lies shattered, Dumuzid is no more. The sheepfold is given to the winds. Inanna spoke, "My brother, do not tell me your dream. Dumuzid, do not tell me such a dream. The rushes which rise all about you, the rushes which grow thick about you, are your demons who will pursue and attack you. The single growing reed which trembles for you is our mother, she will mourn for you. The double growing reed from which one, then the other is removed, Dumuzid, is you and I, first one, then the other will be taken away. In the wooded grove, the terror of tall trees which rises about you is the Ugalu. They will descend on you in the sheepfold. When the fire is put out on your holy hearth, the sheepfold will become a house of desolation. When the bottom of your churn drops away, you will be held by the Ugalu. When your drinking cup falls from its peg, you will fall to the earth onto your mother's knees. When your shepherd's crook disappears, the Ugalu will cause everything to wither. The eagle who seizes a lamb in the sheepfold is the Ugalu who will scratch your cheeks. The falcon who catches a sparrow in the reed fence is the Ugalu who will climb the fence to take you away. Dumuzid, my goats drag their lapis beards in the dust. My hair will swirl around in heaven for you. My sheep scratch the earth with bent feet. O Dumuzid, I will tear at my cheeks in grief for you. The churn lies silent, no milk is poured. The cup lies shattered, Dumuzid is no more. The sheepfold is given to the winds. Scarcely had she spoken these words when Dumuzid cried out, "My sister! Quickly go up the hill. Do not go with slow, noble steps. Sister, run. The Ugalu, hated and feared by men, are coming on the boats. They carry wood to bind the hands. They carry wood to bind the neck. Sister, run. Inanna went up the hill. Dumuzid's friend went with her. Dumuzid cried, "Do you see them?" The friend cried, "They are coming. The large Ugalu who carry wood to bind the neck, they are coming for you." Inanna cried, "Quickly, brother, hide your head in the grass. Your demons are coming for you." Dumuzid said, "My sister, tell no one my hiding place. My friend, tell no one my hiding place. I will hide in the grass. I will hide among the small plants. I will hide among the large plants. I will hide in the ditches of Irali." Inanna and Dumuzid's friend answered, "Dumuzid, if we tell your hiding place, let your dogs devour us, your black dogs of shepherdship, your royal dogs of kingship, let your dogs devour us." The small Ugalu spoke to the large Ugalu. "You, Ugalu, who have no mother or father, no sister, brother, wife, or child, you who flutter over heaven and earth like wardens, who cling to a man's side, who show no favor, who know not good from evil, tell us, who has ever seen the soul of a frightened man living in peace? Let us not look for Dumuzid in the house of his friend. Let us not look for Dumuzid in the house of his brother-in-law. Let us look for Dumuzid in the home of his sister, Inanna." The Ugalu clapped their hands gleefully. They went searching for Dumuzid. They came to the home of Inanna. They cried out, "Show us where your brother is." Inanna would not speak. They offered her the water gift. She refused it. They offered her the grain gift. She refused it. Heaven was brought close. Earth was brought close. Inanna would not speak. They tore her clothes. They poured pitch into her vulva. Inanna would not speak. The small Ugalu said to the large Ugalu, "Who since the beginning of time has ever known a sister to reveal a brother's hiding place? Come, let us look for Dumuzid in the home of his friend." The Ugalu went to Dumuzid's friend. They offered him the water gift. He accepted it. They offered him the grain gift. He accepted it. He said, "Dumuzid hid in the grass, but I do not know the place." The Ugalu searched for Dumuzid in the grass. They did not find him. The friend said, "Dumuzid hid among the small plants, but I do not know the place." The Ugalu searched for Dumuzid among the small plants. They did not find him. The friend said, "Dumuzid hid among the large plants, but I do not know the place." The Ugalu searched for Dumuzid among the large plants. They did not find him. The friend said, "Dumuzid hid in the ditches of Irali. Dumuzid fell down in the ditches of Irali." In the ditches of Irali, the Ugalu caught Dumuzid. Dumuzid turned pale and wept. He cried out, "My sister saved my life. My friend caused my death. If my sister's child wanders in the streets, let the child be protected. Let the child be blessed. If my friend's child wanders in the street, let the child be lost. Let the child be cursed." The Ugalu surrounded Dumuzid. They bound his hands, they bound his neck. They beat the husband of Inanna. Dumuzid raised his arms to heaven, to Utu, the god of justice, and cried out, "O Utu, you are my brother-in-law. I am the husband of your sister. I am the one who carried food to the holy shrine. I am the one who brought wedding gifts to Uruk. I kissed the holy lips. I danced on the holy knees, the knees of Inanna. Change my hands into the hands of a gazelle. Change my feet into the feet of a gazelle. Let me escape from my demons. Let me flee to Kubaresh. The merciful Utu accepted Dumuzid's tears. He changed his hands into the hands of a gazelle. He changed his feet into the feet of a gazelle. Dumuzid escaped from his demons. He fled to Kubaresh. The Ugalu said, "Let us go to Kubaresh." The Ugalu arrived in Kubaresh. Dumuzid escaped from his demons. He fled to Old Belili. The Ugalu said, "Let us go to Old Belili." Dumuzid entered the house of Old Belili. He said to her, "Old woman, I am not a mere mortal. I am the husband of the goddess Inanna. Pour water for me to drink. Sprinkle flour for me to eat." After the old woman poured water and sprinkled flour for Dumuzid, she left the house. When the Ugalu saw her leave, they entered the house. Dumuzid escaped from his demons. He fled to the sheepfold of his sister, Inanna. When Inanna found Dumuzid in the sheepfold, she wept. She brought her mouth close to heaven. She brought her mouth close to earth. Her grief covered the horizon like a garment. She tore at her eyes. She tore at her mouth. She tore at her thighs. The Ugalu climbed the reed fence. The first Ugalu struck Dumuzid on the cheek with a piercing nail. The second Ugalu struck Dumuzid on the other cheek with the shepherd's crook. The third Ugalu smashed the bottom of the churn. The fourth Ugalu threw the drinking cup down from its peg. The fifth Ugalu shattered the churn. The sixth Ugalu shattered the cup. The seventh Ugalu cried, "Rise, Dumuzid, husband of Inanna, son of Sirtur, brother of Inanna, rise from your false sleep. Your ewes are seized, your lambs are seized, your goats are seized, your kids are seized. Take off your holy crown from your head. Take off your May garment from your body. Let your royal scepter fall to the ground. Take off your holy sandals from your feet. Naked you go with us." The Ugalu seized Dumuzid. They surrounded him. They bound his hands. They bound his neck. The churn was silent. No milk was poured. The cup was shattered. Dumuzid was no more. The sheepfold was haunted.